Hi fashion lovers, welcome to my channel, and today cut my clients to dress with me. All right, now a client reached out to me that she wants this style. All right, and you can see it is one side is cut together, the other side is sleeveless and asymmetric neckline. Okay, that is just the analysis, and it is a fitted gown, okay, below the new. All right, so I said okay, we paid the price with, she agreed, and let's cut it together. So guys, if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up. All right, this is the fabric she brought to me to make that dress. Okay, so this is the fabric she brought. The fabric is stretchy, you can see it is stretchy. Some part is stretchy. The other side is not stretchy. You know how some stretchy fabrics are. There are parts that are not stretchy. There are parts, there's how you place it, it will not be stretchy. There's how you place it to be stretchy. So the stretchy part will be our width, while at the unstretchy part will be our length. And for our calculation, this is what I'm working with. She showed the 16 divided by 2 equals to 8. She is bust 39, waist 32, hip 42, half length 17, gown length is 40 for her plus 2 inches for the hemming, and the RS, which is my sleeve roundness, is for her sleeve roundness is 14, and the sleeve length, I'm talking about the crop off shoulder part, the part that has sleeve, is 7. Okay, so having gotten this as our calculation, I did not add any sewing allowance. If you're dealing with a stretchy fabrics, you need to know how to go about your sewing allowance. I did not add anything, any sewing allowance. There is no doubt the fabric it is stretchy, so I do not need it. Okay. So having this, what do we fold? We have to fold that shoulder, add your sleeve allowance to it. It gives us 15. What are we to fold when we want to cut this? We have to cut 15. Okay, that is what I just explained. The 7 is the sleeve length. Shoulder plus sleeve length, that is what I folded. Okay, now this is my pattern paper, especially for this particular dress. Please try start, especially for the up. Okay, I will be cutting the up with pattern paper, so you see what I'm doing. So I just marked the 15 to make sure I'm in line. I did not go out of the calculation I did. Okay, that is why I marked 15. Now, having marked 15, okay, next thing for me to do is mark my armhole length, my armhole depth, sorry, and my half length. Remember, one side of this dress is sleeveless, the other part is not sleeveless, so have that in mind. So I'm starting with that, I'm giving it that sleeveless hand first. Okay, that is why I marked 7.5 for my armhole depth, and my half length is 18. Okay, remember, it was 17 plus 1 inches, so I have 18. So these are the two basic lines needed. Okay, so I'll use my rule and connect it properly. All right. So what am I cutting? The front, the upper part of it first. I need a pattern for it. That is what I'm trying to make here. So these are my shoulder, bust, and waist. Okay. Now after marking the lines, I will start with my shoulder by marking my shoulder, which is 8. At the B, I marked the 8 too, which is the shoulder. Then take my rule, connect it. All right. Now, having connected the lines from the shoulder to the B to give me my shoulder lines, the next thing I need to do is mark. All right. Now, you already know, according to the calculation, our bust is 39. When divided by 4, gave us 9 and 3/4 B. approximately 10. So that is what I marked. Okay, that's my bust measurement. I'll come down here, equally mark my waist measurement. Okay, remember my waist is 8. 32 divided by, it gives us 8. Okay, so you connect it, then you curve your armhole as if you're cutting the normal dress. Once you have done that, below the B, 2 inches below, mark below the B. From the B downwards, take 2 inches. What is that 2 inches that you're marking for? The 2 inches is for the cut together. All right. No, you're not cutting it now, but you need it later. So all this part will be cut off. So let's cut. So it has been cut off. Okay, I will be losing all these parts. All right, so the next thing is to open it up. Let's work on the upper part of it, upper part of the dress. Okay, next thing, the same armhole depth, everything you have here, transfer it to the other side. Okay, starting with the shoulder, mark your armhole 8, your shoulder 8, and your sleeve 7. That is what I marked right now. The next thing is to connect our shoulder down. You can see what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm transferring what we have on the left side to the right side. Exactly. Okay, that is what I'm doing. You can see after having this done, this is my shoulder, my sleeve length, all right, which is 8 and 7. Once this is done, the next thing right now for us, guys, let's go to this part. I want this part I am right now to be the sleeveless part. So I'll be taking 1/2 inches in, I don't want it too much, going off the shoulder. So I took 1/2 inches from this 8 inches, giving me a total of 7.5. I want to make sure my shoulder is always on the shoulder because of the asymmetric neckline it has. You see the curving, what I did, I reduced it. So the next thing is to cut. Okay, this is how you cut. Once you're done cutting, let's hold this, zoom this more. Now this part is ready. Okay, once we have gotten this part, the sleeveless part is ready. Okay, next thing we need to do is come, this is the center, 3.5 or 3, but you can work with 3.5, but I'm working with 3, the depth to 3. Then from here, you don't need, now remember this hat sleeve is going off the shoulder. So from the shoulder, you can take 1.5, connect it to the depth we have. Watch what I'm connecting. You can see how I'm connecting it. Now, if you think it's not wide enough, extend it more if you choose to. You see my extension? Okay. You can extend it more if you choose to. Now, it should not be too curved. You can see it shouldn't be this curved. Okay. So, once you're done, you come right at the armhole. Remember, it's a cut together. All right, you can see I took 3 inches total from the shoulder, end of the shoulder. Now, the armhole roundness is 14. So, Where this dress is, it fits. So from here, you curve it. Can see how I curved it down to the line of the dress. Then you cut. Watch. Good. This is it. Next thing is for us to slant our shoulder. Then curve our neck. Asymmetric neckline. You see that? Now, having done this, our pattern is ready. Now, let's move to the folding. I think I need to zoom this dress for you to see clearly. You can see the neck asymmetric part is not folded. It's as if the neck is, there's, a kind of a double fold. So that is why I folded my fabric into two. I folded it into two, then I folded it again, the upper part. You see this part I'm folding? Let me go in. It is, do you see what this part I'm folding? Is to give the neck a finishing that I do not need. More like a facing or cut together facing. That is what I'm giving on the neck. That way I don't get to, recut it or just do biasing on the neck. No. I'm giving it a cut together finishing. All right. That is why I folded it. And watch me. I will not be cutting that neck you're seeing on the pattern paper. I will not be cutting it. I do not need it. Where I need is the shoulder, the two shoulders and the two sides. Remember, this fabric is folded into two. The pattern paper is completely opened. It's not folded. So we are cutting front and back the same time. Front and back the same time. Okay, have that at the back of your mind. We are cutting front and back the same time. So placing it this way, you can see how I'm cutting. So I'm cutting the down. Okay. After cutting the down, the part that needs attention more is the slanting of the shoulder. Watch the slanting of the shoulder. You can see how it is. Let me turn it this way so you see it properly. And zoom in. The part that we need to cut right now is the slanted shoulder here. One. If you watch, I will not go close to the neckline or the neck width. Once this part is cut, we equally see here, we need to open it up, not cut. We need to open it up. In every cutting, it will not get close to the end. Here will not be cut. let me take this out. Then the fold is still excess. I'll still need to cut it. So I'm starting from here to cut. So watch me do that. So in all I'm doing is I'm trying to reduce the asymmetric facing. But this part I need to know when to open it and stop. So I notched it. I used the pattern paper to indicate where to open. Up. That is it. The next thing is to curve it. The facing is what I'm cutting, not the fabric. The facing is what I'm cutting. What I'm doing right now is more like cutting my facing together. All right. The finishing of the asymmetric part of this dress is not the facing was not cut together. So this is where you sew. You see where I'm touching? Trying to let me put this together. When sewing it, come in a little bit. Okay, when sewing it, when you place it this way to sew, come in a little bit, sew, come in here, sew. All right, let me get pin and do this. All right, so you see it. Pin this other side too, so you can see the opening. This is it. This is how it looks. Okay, there is opening here. You see this opening? With this opening, I do not need to start finishing the neckline anymore. It's more like when you see a dress that the shoulder, you can see that the neck was cut together. All right, there's no bias, but you can see it was properly finished. It is cut together facing. So that is what I did. Now the next thing is for me, let's quickly run down my skirt. You already know the skirt, the total length is 42. When you minus 17, you have 25 in length. Okay, 25 in length. That is what I'm trying to do. Then I'm starting with the waist. Now, if you do not know how to cut a pencil skirt, please drop it on the comment section. I will drop the video, all right, a detailed video. But I'm just, quickly doing this. I don't need to start marking my chalk. It's one of the easiest style to make. Okay, pencil skirt. The total length for this skirt is 25. Okay, I've done the calculation. In total, we have 42. Right, when you minus 17 plus it from it, you have 25 left. So that is what I'm marking. Okay, so it's my pencil skirt and the dress is ready. It's one of the easiest dress to make. The neck has already been, the finishing for the neck has been cut. It was cut together. The next thing I need to do is just join the shoulder the way I told you, and to double fold the armhole, shape it, and we are good to go. Now, if you decide to put zip, it is your choice. But for this, there will be a zip, invisible zip for this dress. Okay, so we are putting a zip. So when cutting, I'll be making provision for my zip. All right. So guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, guys. I post how to cut so different styles on daily basis. Okay. And if you want to be part of our Telegram group, please, is on the comment section, be part, is on the description section, be part of the group. Okay, click on it and join the group. If you have any question, drop it on the comment section. All right. And so our skirt is ready. All right, so what I'll just do is just place it and cut. Remember, I told you there will be zip at the back of this dress, so that is it. Okay, so I'm trying to use the front to cut the back. I use 1 inch zip allowance, and that is all. Thank you for watching, guys.